So what is the Mandela effect? Is it just a collection of false memories created by the brain? Or is it actual proof that somewhere, somehow, two universes have collided and created a separate timeline? What do you think? I'll leave it up to you. Flintstones as two T's. Most people remember the Flintstones being spelt with only one T, for example, F-L-I-N-S-T-O-N-E-S, when in fact it's spelled F-L-I-N-T-S-T-O-N-E-S. I must admit, the latter is how I remember it. Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates is actually not what Forrest Gump said in the movie. He says life was like a box of chocolates. And I must admit, I actually remember it as life is like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Here's another movie line people seem to remember differently. It was spoken in Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings. Deep in the mines of Moria, Gandalf fights the Balrog. But just before he falls, we hear him say, "Fly, you fools." But many people remember him actually saying, "Run, you fools." Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze sadly died of cancer way back in September 2009. But so many people seem to remember Patrick making a full recovery and beating cancer. Looney Tunes. Apparently, Looney Tunes has been affected by the Mandela effect. You see, lots of people remember tunes being spelled T-O-O-N-S, tunes. But it never was. It has always been spelled T-U-N-E-S, tunes. Apparently, the reason for this spelling is because the cartoon ran with musical compositions inspired by Walt Disney cartoons. Why is it that some people don't remember this? And next we have Shazam. And here is a very popular Mandela effect that has took the internet by storm. So many people recall seeing a movie in the early 90s starring Sinbad, which was called Shazam. But here is the thing. There never was a movie starring Sinbad called Shazam, but there was a movie that most have no memory of whatsoever that was actually called Kazam, which starred Shaquille O'Neal. And here is the funny thing about this one, Sinbad has actually heard of this Mandela effect and he took it upon himself to create a fake trailer for the movie that never existed, and you can find that on YouTube right now. Go and look for it. Does Curious George have a tail? And if I was asked if Curious George had a tail, I would have to say yes, he does. But I would be wrong. He does not have a tail, no tail at all, which is bizarre. In fact, many people have memories of him swinging through trees with his tail on the TV show and in books, as I'm sure I remember him having one. Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now here's another Mandela effect that got me good. You see, a lot of people, including me again, remember the evil queen standing in front of her magic mirror and speaking the words, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" What she did speak was "magic mirror on the wall." And would you believe Disney have actually released Snow White merchandise which had the sentence "Mirror, mirror on the wall" written all over it? It's funny, isn't it, how Disney also remember it differently.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Pokemon. Pikachu's tail. Now, I'm not a massive Pokemon fan. It was never my cup of tea, so I can't really comment on this Mandela effect. But you see, lots of people remember Pikachu having a black tip at the end of his tail. And I must admit, it does sound right to me, but like I said, I never watched the show, so I can't really comment. But you may be surprised to hear that he does not have a black tip. It's completely yellow. Now here we have probably one of the best known Mandela effects, the Berenstain Bears. Now this Mandela effect is actually referring to the spelling of the Berenstain Bears. Now many remember Berenstain being spelt the following way: B-E-R-E-N-S-T-E-I-N. That's Berenstein. But in reality, our reality, it's actually spelt B-E-R-E-N-S-T-A-I-N. Berenstain. These books were read by children worldwide, and most people are convinced it is actually spelt Brenstein. This could be put down to kids constantly misspelling the book's title, and that's where the confusion all started. Now there are plenty more of these, maybe I'll tell you another time.